They're around a 1.3 most of the time. You know, our big thing is when we have stuff on like the NCAA men's tournament, we'll have the Super Bowl. They're doing okay. Yeah, they're hanging in there.
J&B's killing
They have about half of what JMB has, but JMB's not building. No, he's leveled off. So
here's what I want to tell you about that guy. He came in a storm, but he will figure out. His stuff, he might as well get paid. Because his stuff never changes. He listens to him every day. And you know another reason? I'll tell you another reason. When he comes on at 3 o'clock, they've already done how many hours? 9 to 4. Local, the high school stuff, and the college, and the club, and then some national good levels are going, for Saturday in the same time.
Plainfield High School basketball varsity style on the air in just a few minutes following tonight's women's varsity game. It's a big crowd here in beautiful Plainfield, the Red Pride Gym, and very exciting to see tonight's action. Big parent get-together here tonight. They've got the tailgate going, raising some Plainfield athletic department. I'm Jay Baker, and we will start our game here at the conclusion of the girls' varsity competition here for Plainfield High School. This broadcast of Plainfield Varsity Basketball brought to you by the Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care. Tonight's game will begin following our girls' varsity competition. Plainfield boys varsity basketball on the air following tonight's women's varsity competition here, Red Pride Gym, Plainfield, Indiana.
So I got the official for second foul, team foul number 8. Timeout, Mooresville, a full timeout. Fouls on Taylor Porter. Her second foul, team foul number 9.
The Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care, the sponsors for tonight's basketball game. We're at Plainfield Red Pride Gym, and our game will get underway here in just a few short minutes. Mooresville Pioneers tonight. The visitors, they'll be on the road against the Plainfield Quakers. And our game time was scheduled to begin at 7:30. We'll be running just a little bit late tonight due to the girls' varsity competition. Girls' varsity tonight facing those same Mooresville Pioneers. And the Pioneers currently have the girls down 39-19 here in the fourth quarter. And as soon as this game is over, we'll commence our regular varsity boys broadcast. This broadcast of Plainfield Varsity Basketball is brought to you by the Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care. Tonight's varsity contest will be immediately following the girls' varsity contest. Events running just a little bit late. Full capacity crowd here tonight as a number of Mooresville fans have traveled to see their team in action against the Plainfield Quakers Red Pride. We are just around the corner from varsity basketball for Plainfield Boys High School. I'm Jay Baker, live from the Red Pride Gym. And this broadcast of Plainfield Varsity Basketball brought to you by the Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care. Tonight's contest delayed just a little bit. Big crowd here tonight. Lots of festivities involving the Plainfield Athletic Boosters. And we are getting ready to get this contest underway here as this girls' varsity contest is coming to its conclusion. The student section tonight will feature pink as their motif, as, of course, the always spirited student section alive and well for this Plainfield High School basketball performance. We're in the waning moments here of the girls' varsity contest. And tonight, the Quakers struggling a bit with the Mooresville girls team. Mooresville girls 43 and the Red Pride 23 here in the closing moments of the fourth period.
Mooresville number 45 to the quarter. Timeout Plainfield, a full timeout.
And he calls a timeout, he's down by. Come on, man. Jeez. My bedtime. I gotta do an early morning show.
And we're in the closing seconds here of this game and should conclude. And it does. The final buzzer for girls varsity basketball, the first part of our doubleheader here tonight. We'll follow this up with the boys varsity game. A bit of a delay here tonight, but a full capacity crowd. Both the Mooresville side and the Plainfield side are filled up. Both sides expecting a big contest here tonight between the Mooresville Pioneers and the Plainfield boys varsity basketball team. We'll bring the respective teams out on the court, and we will commence tonight's game in just a few short minutes. You're listening to Plainfield varsity basketball, brought to you by the Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care. And the gym rocking tonight here, the Red Pride Gym. I'm Jay Baker, and both teams warming up here, and we will get this contest underway. We'll be announcing the starters, national anthem, and this capacity crowd will be treated to a great game here tonight. Mooresville comes in here tonight 3-7, 79th in Class 4A. They beat Northview their last outing by a score of 63-43. And Plainfield coming off a victory as well, beating Monrovia. They are 2-9, 92nd overall in Class 4A. Warm-ups underway, and we are going to get this contest underway as well here in just a few short minutes. Pep Band going through some of their songs here tonight. Student section is filling up nicely, and we are moments away from boys varsity basketball for the Plainfield Quakers. This broadcast of Plainfield Varsity Basketball brought to you by the Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care. Tonight's contest delayed just a bit. A very busy night here with plenty of fundraising going on from the Plainfield Athletic Department. And we are minutes away from this contest featuring the Mooresville Pioneers and the Plainfield Quakers.
Make sure you get your purple coupon out of the winter sports program. You need it this weekend. Some of tonight's t-shirts being thrown in confidence on their own Plainfield with Canova. Did you know you can eat at Buffalo Wild Wings and have that Plainfield Ice Snow at the same time? The Red Flag Booster Club Springston has a partnership with the Plainfield Buffalo Wild Wings. Take one of tonight's flyers to do EW3 today or tomorrow, and 10% of all your food purchases will go toward building our athletic programs. Pick up the flyer at the tailgate or ticket tables now. Eat wings, race time, good days, Buffalo Wild Wings. Want to have some great night and help PHS Athletics at the same time? Then mark your calendars for the 6th annual PHS County Colonel Game Night on February 16th. Come enjoy card games and other table games with PHS coaches and staff working the tables. It's only $5 admission and there is free prizes. This year's Monte Carlo Game Night is being held in Metropolis Hall, and it's a 21 and over event. Buy your raffle ticket today on Music Club member and go have some fun at Monte Carlo Game Night. The Red White Booster Club would like to thank all of our local business Booster Club members for the generous support of all PHS student athletes and coaches. The following are state members who donate at the highest level: Animal Clinic of Plainfield, Carrot Tire and Auto, Chicago Pizza, Chick-fil-A, Jennifer Jones, First Fortunes Bank, Hendricks Regional Health, Indiana Members Credit Union, IU Health West, Jensen Pools and more, Main Street Family Ministry, Marion University, Metropolis Falls, Old National Bank, Orange Leaf First and Younger, Rebank Centerstone Jewelry Broker and Realtor, and Sinorama. Please give your patronage to these businesses in support of PHS Athletics.
Plainfield varsity boys basketball. A bit of a delay, but crowd doesn't seem to mind. A full gym here tonight for the Mooresville Pioneers, hosted by the Quakers of Plainfield. Our contest will get underway here. In about another 10 minutes, we'll be ready to introduce these teams. Plainfield High School varsity boys basketball. Warm-ups continue for both the Mooresville Pioneers and also the Quakers. The Quakers hosting the Pioneers here tonight. Game starting just a bit late. Capacity crowd on hand. Student section fired up. We'll show you tonight. Tonight's motif is pink. So apparently the memo spread around, and the always spirited Plainfield student section ready to respond here tonight to urge their team on to victory. Both these teams coming off recent victories. Plainfield beat Monrovia. They have their record is now 2-9. Mooresville 3-7. So an excellent game for both teams on the way, and we'll be tipping this contest in just a matter of moments. I'm Jay Baker, live Plainfield Red Pride basketball on AudioSportsOnline.com. And both teams retreating to the gym. They'll be called out here in just a few minutes. The 3-minute buzzer will sound. Pep band getting ready. Student section getting ready. And we are ready for a great night of basketball on this cool Friday. The winter tradition here in Indiana on the hardwood. Where would we be without Hoosier basketball? We've got it in store for you tonight on AudioSportsOnline.com. Our man at the scorer's table, a little bit late with the buzzer here tonight. Have not yet heard the 3-minute buzzer calling the teams back out onto the court, but we are showing on the scoreboard clock that we're about 2 minutes away from playing time here. We'll introduce the teams, and then we'll play our national anthem, and then we are ready for a great basketball contest here tonight. As the Pioneers take the court on their end, we expect the Quakers here in just a matter of moments. And now warming up prior to the start of this game, the final warm-up for the Quakers here tonight. We'll announce our starting lineups and get this game underway. This broadcast of Plainfield Varsity Basketball brought to you by the Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care. And we'd like to thank our corporate video sponsor, our friends from the Hendricks County Flyer. Special thanks to the Flyer for making these broadcasts possible, as well as their title sponsor, Hendricks Regional Health. Final shots being fired up. Teams will report to the bench, and then we'll announce the starting lineup. So we'll begin with our national anthem. An excellent a cappella version of the national anthems, actually sung by the regular stadium announcer here for Plainfield. So a multi-talented man and a gentleman that helps us out a great deal during a Red Pride football broadcast. So impressive here tonight. We're getting ready to do our starting lineups here tonight. The Mooresville Pioneers will be first. A 5'8 junior, J.T. Hurt, number 11. The other guard, a 5'11 freshman, K.C. Earls, number 22. Starting at one of the forward positions, number 23, is Jacob Johnson. Keith Casson, a 6'1 junior forward, number 31. And at center here tonight, 6'4", 190 pounds, one of the taller players for Mooresville. It is Clay Hibbler, number 44. Now we'll turn our attention to the Quakers and their student section as they get ready for tonight's contest. Starting at guard tonight, number 10, Luke Jones. He is a senior, 5'9", 155 pounds. Starting at the other guard position will be Max Kurkowski, number 20. Also Josh Courtney, number 22, who is a senior forward. Garrett Patton, who will be playing both guard and forward here tonight. Garrett is a sophomore. And Tim Bowdy providing some size in the front line. Tim Bowdy, number 31, the senior, 6'2", 170. And that will be the lineup here tonight for your Quakers. Seniors being recognized here tonight. Josh Courtney, Tim Bowdy, John Aldridge, Jake Jay, and Luke Jones, all the senior contingents from this year's Red Pride basketball team. So the teams go to center court. We're just about ready to put the first 8 minutes on the clock. We'll play some basketball here tonight in Plainfield. Both these teams very evenly matched. Monrovia, or I take that back, Plainfield, who beat Monrovia in here at 2-9 and 3-7 for Mooresville. So both these teams coming off victories. Would like to add one more to the total here this evening. Josh Courtney in center court for the Quakers. And this game is underway. The ball is controlled by the Pioneers. They'll bring it up first on offense. Quakers in their 3-2-D. External pressure being applied by Jay. Perimeter passing now for the Pioneers. It is Jay and Williams applying the pressure. Still playing that perimeter ball as Jones comes out to guard along with Williams. Jensen, far right, applying the back pressure. Now Mooresville drives. Foul is called. And it does look like they're going to call that one on Jake Jay. It'll be Jake Jay's first foul. First team foul for the Quakers. 7-10. Mooresville very methodical on the offensive end. Good pressure being applied. That is Williams along with Luke Jones. And first points are up and good. And now it'll be the first offensive series for the Pioneers. Or make that the Quakers. Jones, Jay, corner. Williams. Shot was up. They missed the rebound, so rebound now back the other way. They're going to call the foul inside. Shot will not count. That's the second team foul for the Quakers. And foul was picked up by Will Williams, number 13. First Mooresville free throw is up, but it is no good. Second shot up, and it is good. And now the Pioneers take an early 3-0 lead as the Quakers bring the ball up their side of the court. Jay and Jones in the guard position. Jensen in the post. You get the ball down to Jensen. Jensen dishes back. Side corner, pocket three would not go. That shot from Courtney. They retain the rebound. Back into Jensen now. Jensen drives the baseline, kicks the ball back out. Jay now, open three, and cannot get the ball to go. Jensen tried to get the rebound. Rebound carried off. Courtney grabs it in the corner, and the ball is stripped away as they try to get it back to Jensen. And it is off the leg of Williams. And it'll be going back the other way for the Pioneers. Good couple of three-point shots there, just couldn't get them to drop. As the Pioneers up early 3-0 against the Quakers. 5:38 left to play here in the first period. The pass inside, layup is good. That is Jacob Johnson. Quakers set up on their end. It is Jay and Jones trying to set up the play. Jones down right perimeter. Ball stolen away as they try to get the ball back to Williams. Shot is up, no good. Good hustle on the rebound, though. Wide open three, and it is a good one. 3-point play, and they're going to call a timeout as Plainfield now down 8-0 very early here in the first period. Jay's Tree Farm, located at 755 East Joppa Road in Mooresville. They're open 9 to 5:30 weekends and 3 to 5:30 during the week. Jay's Tree Farm is a great place for family outings and tradition and offers fresh, fragrant trees. Well, Plainfield stumbling just a bit here as Mooresville jumps out to an early 8-0 lead with 4:59 left to play, and that timeout called as the Quakers regroup here. And I think the Quakers have taken some good shots, just had some trouble getting those threes to drop. Mooresville has been extremely quick, and they've got some size, too, with Clay Hibbler, who is 6'4", and Hibbler a good three-point shooter. Quakers will inbound. Once again, it is Jones and Jay that will bring the ball down, setting up a play. Jensen, Williams, and Courtney all on the front line for the Quakers. Courtney drives the lane, kicks it back out. Wide open three from Williams. Can't get it to drop. Rebound inside. Jensen is able to get the ball off to Williams. So the Quakers will retain possession. Resetting the offense now is Jay, who passes the ball off to Jones. Jones drives, kicks the ball off. Open 10-footer, and it goes. First points, Will Williams for Plainfield. So Plainfield now on the board. Williams with his two shots. And Plainfield student section comes alive. On the turnover, Kurkowski will inbound. Kurkowski in the game now. He'll be on the front line, along with Maple and Williams. Jay and Jones in the guard position. Kurkowski wide open three, and he nails it. Kurkowski was additional offense there, much needed for the Red Pride. That cuts that 8-2 lead 8-5 now, and the ball is kicked back over and back, and the Quakers will inbound. Jake Jay will inbound. Down to Kurkowski, and they're going to call him for a travel. Kurkowski, nice move towards the basket. Traveled en route. Turnover, and the Pioneers will inbound. So the Pioneers here, who jumped out to an early 8-0 lead. That lead was cut by a couple of key shots by the Quakers. Shot inside, and he got fouled. They will call that foul inside They're going to call the foul on Jake Maple. That's his first foul. And third team foul for the Quakers. It'll put the Pioneers on the line. Shot up and no good. And foul underneath. So Hibbler fouls, and the Quakers will inbound. So Hibbler unable to convert on the three-point play. Score is 10-5, and the Quakers bring it up here in the first period. Jay and Kurkowski. Make that Jones and Kurkowski. Williams, wide open three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Foul on the rebound. And foul is on Maple. Quick second foul for him. 4 team fouls altogether for the Quakers. Quakers with 4 team fouls, 1 team foul for the Pioneers of Mooresville. Mooresville brings it up, getting the pressure inside. Jensen briefly had the ball stripped away. Pioneers retain possession. Wide open three, won't go. The rebound is off the hands of a Mooresville Pioneer. That was J.T. Sanborn inside. And the Quakers will inbound. Jones and Jay in the guard slots. Wide open is Jay, or make that Jones. Courtney with the rebound. He was quick, tried to get the ball back over to Kurkowski, and it was off Kurkowski's hands. But good hustle underneath, following the missed three-pointer. 2:21 left to play here in the first period, and the Pioneers are up by a score of 10-5. Jones and Jay with the external pressure. Shot is up, no good. And they're going to say it was off the hands of Jensen. So the Pioneers retain possession. Push off on the inbounds, and the turnover will go back to the Quakers. Team foul number 2 now. They're going to end up calling that one against Jacob Johnson. 2 for him and 2 on the Pioneers. Jones brings the ball up. Jones. Zone defense. He get it to Courtney. Back to Jay now. Jay at the top of the key. Back to Jones. Jay, wide open three, and it goes. Nice three-point shot. That is Jake Jay. And now 8 points for the Quakers. Minute 35 left to play here in the first period. Pioneers set up offense. Look for a cut underneath. The pull-up jumper from about 14 feet won't go. And the rebound is controlled by Jay. Jay brings the ball down. They set it up. Good hustle there from Jake Jay, the senior guard. Kurkowski from the corner. Can't get the ball. The drop rebound, though, maintained. They get the ball back down to Kurkowski. Kurkowski, once again, can't get the layup. Rebound back Pioneers' way, and Pioneers bring it down and lay it up. And just like that, score now 12-8 as the Quakers now bring it up with less than 40 seconds left to play, trailing by 4 here in the first period. Courtney, Kurkowski, and Williams, the front line for the Quakers. As John Jay here attempts to set up something offensively. Try and get some points here at the conclusion of this first period. Williams now dribbles. They start to lose the handle. They say that the Quakers will retain possession. 5.4 seconds here. So the inbounds will have to be a quick one, as Will Williams almost lost the handle. Quick inbound. Jones tries to get the ball in, stripped away, and let's see what the call is. So Plainfield will retain possession. 2.6 seconds. Quick inbound. The shot is up, and it won't go. Final shot of the first period taken by Josh Courtney. And that will conclude this one. The Mooresville Pioneers are ahead by a score of 12-8 here in the first period. This broadcast of Plainfield Varsity Basketball brought to you by the Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care. We'd also like to thank our corporate video sponsor, our friends from the Hendricks County Flyer. Special thanks to the Flyer for making these broadcasts possible, as well as their title sponsor, Hendricks Regional Health. Well, the Quakers here tonight with 8 points in the first period. Jake J. and Max Kurkowski each with a three-pointer, and William Williams with a field goal. And that will make up the 8 points Plainfield enjoys here in the first quarter. They trail by a score of 12-8 and put another 8 minutes on the clock. Large capacity crowd here tonight. It's been senior night, and big fundraiser going on for the Plainfield Booster Club here tonight. Some great tailgate chow. Unfortunately, I came in on the tail end of the pizza. You know, you got to be quick. When the pizza comes in the boxes, you got to be quick. So I missed out on that, but always impressed by the Plainfield parents and their booster efforts. The second quarter is underway as Jones and Jay in the guard positions set up, get the ball into Courtney. Courtney, right wing to Williams, back out to the top of the key. Jones now looking for a cut. Courtney over to Kurkowski. Kurkowski just inside the three-point line, up and no good. Rebound Pioneers. Pioneers now in their first offensive series of the second half. The pull-up jumper, nothing but air there. The student section yelling out air ball. And the Quakers back on their end. Jay over to Jones. And Aldridge will inbound. Aldridge's first minutes here in the game, the senior forward. As the ball stripped away, goes back the other way, and the Pioneers with a quick two-pointer. Nice stuff on the play, and that was Jacob Johnson. Coming back the other way. They get the ball to Kurkowski, long court pass. Williams is going to pull up. The jumper is good. So Will Williams with his 4 points here tonight as they trail 14-10, and the long ball. Good for the Pioneers. Jones methodically brings the ball up past the timeline, sets up this Quaker offense, and they're going to say foul inside, both pairs of 22s for Mooresville. That was Casey Earls versus Josh Courtney inside, and Earls will draw the foul. Courtney now exits the game. Jensen is in. And John Aldridge will inbound. Quick three-pointer from Kurkowski. Can't get it to go. And the Pioneers control the rebound. Pioneers bring the ball up. They are leading 17-10. Pressure being applied by Kurkowski. Now Jones comes out. Jensen down in the post. Thought about the three, didn't take it. And I believe there's a foul away from the basket. And we'll see who they call this one on. John Aldridge just drew his first foul, the senior forward. And that's the Quakers' 5th overall foul as the Pioneers inbound. 5:41 left to play here in the second period. And the Pioneers lead this one 17-10. That is Kurkowski with the rebound underneath. They'll bring the ball up. In the game is Tim Bowdy. Long three-pointer there. That one got nothing. And now coming back the other way, Williams held up the progress on that. Good defensive play, but the Pioneers retained possession. And a long three-pointer. That one would have been good at the pro level. That was Lane Weaver for Mooresville. Back the other way as Williams tries to get some position and travels, turns the ball over. And the Pioneers will inbound. Pioneers lead by 10, 20-10 here with 5 minutes left to play in the second period. Quakers having some problems getting those shots to drop here tonight. They fed it in, and little or no opposition there. And the Pioneers put up 22 points on the board, and the timeout is called as the Quakers will put their brain trust together and come up with an answer here against the Mooresville Pioneers. Creekside Family Dentistry invites you to come and see Dr. Reed Johnson. They're located at 410 West Main Street in Plainfield. Dr. Johnson has 20 years of service and focuses on family, cosmetic, and implant dentistry. For more information, call them today at 838-6684 or learn more on the web at www.drreedjohnson.com. Well, the Quakers reeling a bit from the three-point barrage, and then they switched over just as quickly to the inside game here tonight. The Mooresville Pioneers have been a bit tough here tonight. Been some tough sledding for the Plainfield Quakers. Quakers will break the huddle with Jensen. Also, Tim Bowdy, Jones, Williams, and Jake J., the senior guard. Plainfield inbounds. They trail by 12. Bowdy feeds the ball down left wing. Bowdy back up at the top. Bowdy tries to get the ball into Jensen. Ball stripped away and goes out of bounds on the feed pass. And it'll go back to the Quakers. Bowdy inbounds. That's Jones. Jones kicks the ball down to Williams. Williams, long cross-court pass. Bowdy with the three-pointer. That ball is going to go out of bounds. Bounced off the rim, touched the top of the backboard. Pioneers will inbound. Pioneers lead by 12 here, second period. 4:13 left to play. Mooresville feeds it inside. Williams with the steal. Williams feeds it off to Jay, and now it's coming back for the Red Pride. Jay gets trapped, gets the ball back to Jones. Down to Williams. Corner, can't get the shot to drop, and the rebound goes back to the Pioneers. Mooresville brings it down. 3-4 zone being played. Make that the 2-3 zone being played. Ball stripped away. Williams with the steal. Feeds it down. Corner shot. Jones. Jones can't get the ball to drop. Coming back the other way. And timeout has been called by Mooresville. So quick flurry of activity there. And with this timeout, the Plainfield Eye Care Center, located at 1855 Stafford Road, Plainfield, open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday and Tuesday, and from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wednesday through Friday. They can be reached at 803-2368 and found on the web at www.plainfieldeyecare.com. They provide expert eye care, fashionable glasses, specialty contact lenses, and more since 1961. They congratulate Dr. Schaefer on his retirement and welcome Dr. Megan Walton as their newest optometrist. That's the Plainfield Eye Care Center. 3:31 left to play here in the second period. Quakers trail 22-10. Will Williams leads all Plainfield scorers here tonight with 4 points. And points are exactly what the Quakers need here to close out this first half of basketball action. Pioneers bring it up. Williams with the pressure. They tried to feed the pass inside and the foul. Bobby Jensen with the foul, this junior center. That is Jensen's first foul. And a 16 foul overall for the Quakers. Pioneers inbound. Wide open three. Can't get it to drop. It is Jones with the rebound. Jones and Jay bring it down. 22-10 the score. And Plainfield needs to put some points here up on the board. Pass down to Kurkowski. Out of bounds, but the Quakers will retain possession. Jay brings the ball in. Over to Jones. Luke Jones with the ball. Feeds it back to Jay. Jones thought about the three. Gets it into Kurkowski. Kurkowski, the pump. Puts the ball up, and Kurkowski gets two. That's Kurkowski's 5th point of the game. Good hustle on the other end, and a steal from Courtney. Heads-up play there from Courtney. They feed it to Courtney. Over to Jones. Jones couldn't quite get the ball to drop. Rebound, Pioneers. Pioneers bring it up. And let's see who drew that foul inside as he drove to the basket. That was Jacob Johnson. Max Kurkowski just drew a foul, his first of the evening out of 17 fouls for the Quakers. And that'll put Jacob Johnson, the 6'6" forward, on the line. And his first shot, no good. Second shot is successful. And now a 23-12 lead being enjoyed by the Pioneers. Trying to feed the ball inside, got it stolen away. And the shot is up, and the foul is called. I think they're going to get Jones on this one. Foul on the steal and the layup. Luke Jones did draw that foul. First team foul for Luke Jones. First foul for him. And that's 8 fouls overall for the Quakers. 26-12, and the Quakers have got to score some points here. Williams in the corner, fights through. They almost lost the ball. Kurkowski grabbed it, and they're going to say Kurkowski got held up, and the possession arrow will favor Pioneers. Pioneers inbound. Less than 2 minutes left to play here in the second period. They bring the ball up. Drive down. Feed it in. Kick it back out. Wide open 12-footer, and he gets it. It was Clay Hibbler on the shot. As Jones feeds it inside to Courtney. Courtney with the shot, and Courtney will go to the line. Those are Josh Courtney's first shot. 4th overall team foul for the Pioneers. They're going to call that one on JT Sanborn. As Courtney's shot did not go. It's Courtney with 2 points. Wide open three-pointer and rebound inside. And the foul will be called on the Pioneers. And with about 1:14 to play, Jones tried to feed the ball off and ended up caroming off a Pioneer player, goes out of bounds. So the Quakers will retain possession. Not much in the way of scoring here in the second period. Only 4 points scored total here in the second period. So Quakers need some points here. The ball is stripped away. They're going to call this one off and a possible technical. And let's see what the call is. So Jake J will sit. And that will put Lane Weaver on the line for the Pioneers. Shot is up, and it is good. John Aldridge enters the game for the Quakers. And another Pioneer free throw on the way here. Less than a minute left to play. Shot does not go. Aldridge controls the rebound. And now just under a minute as the Quakers set up offensively on their end. Nichols in at guard. Nichols over and back. And the Pioneers will inbound. Nichols will sit. Kurkowski back in. 44 seconds left to play. 29-14. Williams applying the full court pressure. Pioneers looking for an open shot here. 26 seconds. They lead 29-14. Williams applying some pressure here. Try and set up the pick. Wide open 17-footer won't go. Rebound inside. And the rebound up, and the shot will count. So how about the Mooresville Pioneers putting their 31st point on the board right at the very end. The buzzer rebound. And in the locker room, both teams go. Mooresville Pioneers lead this one by a score of 31-14. Not a lot of scoring from Plainfield in that second period. And we'll be back from Red Pride Gym. This broadcast of Plainfield varsity basketball is brought to you by the Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care. We'd also like to thank our corporate video sponsor, our friends from the Hendricks County Flyer. Special thanks to the Flyer for making these broadcasts possible, as well as their title sponsor, Hendricks Regional Health. So our halftime break, we'll regroup And let's hope that the Red Pride have something here for the visiting Mooresville Pioneers, as Mooresville has taken a 31-14 lead at halftime here. Plainfield varsity basketball live on audiosportsonline.com. Plainfield varsity basketball, halftime. The visitors here tonight, the Mooresville Pioneers, lead by a score of 31-14. It's halftime. And, of course, what a performance here tonight from the Plainfield dance squad. And then always a crowd favorite anytime you have mascots. The Chick-fil-A cow is here. And speaking of mascots, we have had the Plainfield Quaker himself make a great appearance here tonight. Student section motif tonight is pink. So a lot of pink and a lot of spirit coming from the Plainfield high school student cheering section. Hopefully their team will come out and provide a bit more in the fireworks department to get that student section fired up after an 8-point first quarter. Only 6 points in the second quarter. Plainfield with 14 total points. Leading scorer Max Kurkowski with 5, Josh Courtney with 2, Will Williams with 4 points, and Jake Jay, the senior guard, with 3 points here in the first half. Mooresville opened this game up with a 19-point scoring performance in the second period, and they lead 31-14. It's halftime here, and we will be ready to resume in just a few minutes. In the meantime, we were talking about the mascots, and coming up the steps here, the Chick-fil-A cow. And who doesn't enjoy some delicious Chick-fil-A? I'm saying if you're going to be a mascot for Chick-fil-A, you should have pockets full of chicken sandwiches to give the kids. I'm just saying. He does have his handler there handing out undoubtedly certificates for Chick-fil-A. And, of course, as a mascot, you can't say anything nor moo, despite the fact you are portraying a cow. Silence is golden when it comes to mascots. The buzzer sounds, and the Quakers out to warm up here for the second half. A tough second quarter as they got outscored 19-6, trailing this game by 31-14. And they'll try and put together a good second half here to cut into this lead and possibly best the visiting Mooresville Pioneers. Max Kurkowski leads all scorers for Plainfield with 5 points. Will Williams with 4 points. Jake Jay with 3, and Josh Courtney rounds out the scoring in the first half with a 2-pointer of his own. Clock ticks down. We were just a few moments away from second half action here tonight in the Red Pride Gym. Plainfield trails visiting Mooresville Pioneers 31-14. So Plainfield will begin this second half. It is Jensen, Courtney, Jones, Williams, and John Jay. Make that Jake Jay, rounding out the 5. They will inbound to begin this second half. And they will set up on their end of the court. Jones brings it down, feeds it to Jay. Jay gets the ball into Jensen, back out to Jay. Jay with the three, won't go. The rebound is off the hands of Courtney. Pioneers inbound. Full court pressure now being applied by the Quakers. They break the press. Defensive pressure being applied by Jay. Also Courtney and Williams. Ball stripped away. Jones with it. Gets it down quickly. Now they set up offensively. Long cross court to Williams. Williams. Back over to Jones. They feed it into Jensen. Jensen now long cross court back. Shot is up. No good. Rebound inside by Williams. And let's see what the call is. Williams should go to the line and will. And let's give the first foul of the second half to the Pioneers. They're going to call it on K.C. Earls, his second foul of the game. As Williams' first shot is up, and it is good. Will Williams, sophomore guard. And his second shot drops. So Williams, first 2 points, second half for the Quakers as the Quakers apply that pressure. Pioneers bring the ball down. The feed inside, shot is up, and it is good. Pioneers 33, Quakers 16 with 6:33 left to play here in the third period. Ball stripped away on the other end. Coming back the other way. Easy layup. As the Quakers bring it up. Jones feeds it inside to Jensen. Jensen can't get it to go. Rebound Pioneers. Pull-up jumper, and it is good. So the Pioneers have been deadly here on the transition as the Quakers bring it up. Jones feeds it into Courtney. Courtney might have drawn the offensive foul there. Now they're going to say the call is on K.C. Earls. So the Quakers will retain possession. Courtney, liberal use of the forearm there, but he got away with it. Inbound to Williams. Williams over to Jay. Jay feeds it inside. That is Maple. Maple. Pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound by Maple. Maple loses the handle, but Kurkowski gets it. Kurkowski puts it up, won't go, and the Pioneers pick up the rebound. Wide open three, no coverage whatsoever, and they get their own rebound. So the Pioneers, ball stolen away by Jay. Jay brings it up. Nice hustle on the play by Jay. They kick it back out to Williams. Williams drives. Let's see what the call is. Jacob Johnson drew the foul. Shot was up, didn't go, and the Pioneers bring it down. Long three, won't go, gets his own rebound. Very little rebounding here tonight from the Quakers. Off the hands of the Pioneers, and the Quakers will inbound. Mooresville is going to call a timeout. Bit sloppy there from the Pioneers here to begin this second half. 4:44 marks the point of our first timeout in Jay's Tree Farm. located at 755 East Chopper Road in Mooresville. They're open 9 to 5:30 on weekends and 3 to 5:30 during the week. Jay's Tree Farm, a great place for family outings and tradition, and offers fresh, fragrant trees. Well, the Quakers trail by a score of 37-16. 4:44 left to play here in the third period. Jay brings the ball up for the Quakers. Tries to feed it inside, couldn't get it to go, and I see what the call is going to be. As Maple went up high, Jake Maple. And the possession arrow to the Pioneers. So the Pioneers retain as that ball was tied up inside. Long pass, out of bounds. Pioneers retain possession. The inbound inside, the foul is called. Jake Jay just drew a foul. It's his third foul. And the first team foul for the Quakers here in the second half. Pull-up jumper is good. Quakers bring it down, trailing 39-16. Williams back to Jay. Tried to feed the ball inside to Courtney. And Courtney drew the foul. Clay Hibbler on the foul. His second foul. 4 team fouls for the Pioneers here to start out the second half. Williams will inbound. Gets it into Jones. Jones brings the offense up. Kurkowski back to Jones. They tried to feed the ball inside to Maple. Maple lost the handle. And the Pioneers get the ball. Pressure being applied. They get it across the timeline. Good hustle from the Pioneers to retain possession. Pioneers with some big height. We've got a couple of 6'5" players. As Jones now applying the defensive pressure. They get the ball inside and almost stolen away by Maple. Good hustle. But it is off Maple's fingertips, and the Pioneers retain possession. 3:18 left to play here in the third period. Pioneers up by a score, 39-13. Make that 39-16. Luke Jones was fouled. Make Luke Jones the fouler. And that will put the Pioneers on the line. That is J.T. Hurt, the junior guard for the Pioneers. And Hurt just put the 40th point on the board for the Pioneers here tonight. Second shot is missed. Retained by Maple. Maple and the Quakers bring the ball up. Williams off the foot of J.T. Hurt. And Plainfield will inbound. Kurkowski will bring the ball in. Feeds it over to Aldridge. Aldridge in the game. Kurkowski back to Williams. Williams with the three. Can't get the ball to drop. Pioneers with the rebound. Pioneers bring it up. .241 left to play here in the third period. They're up 40-16. A 24-point lead here enjoyed by the Pioneers. And the foul is inside. We talked a little bit about the size. That is Jacob Johnson, who is 6'6". Luke Jones fouled Johnson. And they don't have much for Johnson here tonight, who is a 6'6" player. Inbound. Drives the line. Makes that drives the baseline. And the foul underneath. I believe they're going to call that on Jake Maple. And that is Maple's third foul. 14 fouls for the Quakers, 4 for the Pioneers. Shot is up, and it is good. (41-16) as the Pioneers are starting to pull away here. Make that now 42-16. Only 2 second-half points so far for the Quakers. Pull-up jumper won't go. Rebound Pioneers. And Aldridge, I believe, fouled. That is the second foul for Aldridge. As the Pioneers bring it up. Wide open three, and it is good. Williams brings the ball up. Gets trapped, and ball gets taken away. They're going to say they stepped on the line, though, and the Quakers will retain possession. But the steal and the step on the line on the outlet pass, and the Quakers get a break. Checking into the game is Colton Jones. This is Colton's first appearance in this game. As Kurkowski inbounds. Kurkowski into Bowdy. Bowdy back to Kurkowski. They feed it inside. A wide open Aldridge. Can't get the shot to drop. Can't get that shot to drop. And the Pioneers bring it up. Aldridge just drew a foul. And that'll be the 16th foul now for the Quakers. 1:46 left to play here in this third period. And the Pioneers now enjoy a 45-16 lead. Shot is up, no good. Ball drops on the rebound. So the Quakers with a bit of a scoring drought here in the third period. Only 2 points in period number 3. As Maple's shot is up, and it is good. So Jake Maple with a pair. 47-18. Pioneers set up on their end. Wide open three, up, it is no good, and the rebound inside by Kurkowski. Kurkowski off to Bowdy. Bowdy brings it down, feeds it inside to Maple. Maple dishes it back out. Bowdy cross court to Kurkowski. Kurkowski's shot is up, no good. It'll be off the foot of Colton Jones. And the Pioneers will retain. Pioneers inbound. Under 40 seconds left here in the third period. Ball stripped away on the other side. Kurkowski with a nice hustle. Gets the ball off to Bowdy. Bowdy feeds it out, and the shot rejected. Quakers keep the ball. Kurkowski's shot is up. No good. Loose ball retained by the Pioneers. Pioneers with 16.3 seconds left to play here in the third period. Pioneers setting up for that final shot. Off. Shot is up. No good. Rebound inside Bowdy. Bowdy couldn't keep the handle, though. And the Pioneers retain possession. Shot is up, and it is no good. But some good hustle there at the very end. So a tough third period as the Quakers, with only 4 third-period points, they trail the Mooresville Pioneers now by a score of 47-18. A 29-point lead enjoyed by the Pioneers, and they're starting to pull away. One final 8-minute frame left to play here at Red Pride Gym, and the Quakers getting rocked here tonight. The Plainfield Eye Care Center is located at 1855 Stafford Road, Plainfield. They're open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday and Tuesday, and from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wednesday through Friday. They can be reached at 803-2368 and found on the web at www.plainfieldeyecare.com. They provide expert eye care, fashionable glasses, specialty contact lenses, and more since 1961. They congratulate Dr. Schaefer on his retirement and welcome Dr. Megan Walton as their newest optometrist. So Plainfield will inbound here to begin this fourth period of play. They get the ball off to Bowdy. Bowdy brings the ball down. Over to Kurkowski. Bowdy gets trapped, does get the ball back to Kurkowski. Kurkowski feeds it to Jones. Jones with the wide open three. Can't get the ball to drop, but Kurkowski with the rebound. And I think they fouled Kurkowski on that shot. Kurkowski will go to the line. Max Kurkowski with 5 points here tonight. And Kurkowski's first shot up, and it is good. Next shot here could propel them into the 20s, so that would be a nice touch, and it is. Kurkowski now with 7 points. And 47-20. The lead enjoyed by the Pioneers. Pioneers, under pressure, get the ball up. Perimeter offense now. Pressure being applied. That is Aldridge in the game, along with Jones, and now the wide open drive on the lane and the foul. Max Kurkowski with his second foul. That will put Casey Earls on the line for the Mooresville Pioneers. Earls' first shot is no good. Earls' second shot is up, and that's the 48th point for the visiting Pioneers. 48-20 the lead as the Quakers bring the ball down, get the ball inside. The shot is up from Maple. Can't get it to drop. Rebound by the Pioneers. Quick transition. They can't get that rebound to drop. And a big out of bounds. Hopefully nobody got hurt there as a Mooresville player went flying over the bench and landed in the first row of seats. Everybody appears to walk away okay, though. And the Quakers will inbound. Jay and Jones in at the guards. Williams and Jensen. Williams with the wide open three. Can't get it to go. Jensen with his own rebound. Jensen, cross court. Jones puts it up. Jones can't get it to drop, but Williams with a nice rebound. And Williams was fouled, getting the ball back to Jay. Pioneers down on their end of the court. 48-20, 6:21 left to play in this game. Shot stolen away by Jones. Jones brings it up, pull-up jumper, and it drops. So Jones with the steal, and Jones with 2 more points. Those are Luke Jones's first points of the game, and the foul called. Foul. Looks like Bobby Jensen just drew a foul. That'll put the Pioneers back on the line. Shot rolls, and it does not go. 48-22. 26-point lead here for the Pioneers. Second shot is good. And the Quakers bring the ball up quickly. Jay feeds it inside to Williams, and Will Williams, nice inside shots. And Williams now with 13 points, make that 8 points. Good hustle there as the ball is stripped away. That was Courtney with the steal and the points. Courtney with 4 points as the ball is quickly brought up. And the Pioneers score again. Quakers set up their end of the court. Jay with the ball. And that caroms off the hands of J.T. Hurt of the Pioneers. Kurkowski and Maple are in for the Quakers. Quakers trail 51-26. Jones into Kurkowski. Kurkowski drives, gets trapped, kicks the ball out to Williams. Williams. Pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Unfortunately, that was an air ball, and the errant rebound grab by the Pioneers. And foul is called. They called that one on Will Williams, his second foul, and that's overall team foul number 9 for the Quakers. So that puts the bonus on for Mooresville. First free throw, that was bit tragic, but a rare misfire for the Pioneers as the Quakers bring the ball up. Ball stolen away and then stolen back. They got it tied up, and the Quakers should retain possession, or they take that back. Pioneers had the possession arrow, but good hustle inside there. That was Garrett Patton. Aldridge in the game. Maple will sit. Pioneers trying to inbound against the pressure. Finally get the ball across the timeline. Ball stolen away inside by Jones. And they're going to call the foul on Courtney. And that'll put Mooresville back on the line. JT Sanborn on the line for the Pioneers. And both his shots are up, and they are good. Jones brings the ball up, gets trapped. They get the ball into Courtney. Courtney almost got it stripped away, quickly grabs it again. Back over to Williams. Jensen make that Aldridge with the jumper and wouldn't go. Pioneers with the rebound. 4-10. And the steal. It was a good one from Courtney, and Courtney will put it up and get points. So good hustle there from Josh Courtney. Gets his 6th point of the game. And now the fouls will start to commence here as we put the finishing touches on this game. Insurmountable lead at this point as Pioneers back on the line. Just under 4 minutes, 3:55 left to play. And they lead this one by a score of 53-28. First shot is up, and it is good. That is Jacob Johnson, 6'6", 205 pounds. And Johnson has been an offensive and defensive force here tonight for the Mooresville Pioneers. Pioneers will improve to 4-7 after this game. They came off a victory of beating Northview just a few days ago. Second shot is up, and it is no good. Rebound by the Quakers. Quakers bring the ball up, set up the offense. Kurkowski. Over to Nichols. They feed the ball inside. That is Maple. Can't get the ball to drop, though. Kurkowski with a nice rebound. Could not retain the handle. It is off his hands. And the Pioneers will inbound. Pioneers against pressure. Finally do get across the timeline. Jones with the pressure. Jones back inside of the. I think they're going to get him that time for a foul. Put his hand on the wrist of a Pioneer. That is Jones's 4th foul. That'll put the Pioneers back on the line. 55-28. Second shot, no good. Maple with the rebound. Nichols brings the ball up, feeds it inside to Jensen. Jensen lost the handle inside, couldn't get it up. Transition basket is up, and the foul is called. That was Bailey Suter, and Suter will go to the line. And they'll call that foul on Kyler Nichols, the sophomore guard. His first foul tonight. And Suter with the three-point play there with the successful free throw. 3:05, 58-28, an even 30-point lead enjoyed by the Pioneers. Shot up and no good. That was Kurkowski. Quickly back the other way for the Pioneers. Pressure being applied by Jones and Kurkowski. Maple, Nichols, and Jay round out the 5. The feed, wide open 3. That one was an air ball. Rebound controlled by the Quakers. Jones, ambitious drive and a good rebound by the Millers. Shot is up and it is good. That is 60 points here tonight. And timeout being called. So 60 points for the Pioneers. And they are up 60-28 with 2:09 left to play here in the final frame. Creekside Family Dentistry invites you to see Dr. Reed Johnson. They're located at 410 West Main Street in Plainfield. Dr. Johnson has 20 years of service and focuses on family, cosmetic, and implant dentistry. For more information, call them today at 838-6684 or learn more on the web at www.drreedjohnson.com. This broadcast of Plainfield Varsity Basketball brought to you by Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care. We'd also like to thank our corporate video sponsor, our friends from the Hendricks County Flyer. Special thanks to the Flyer for making these broadcasts possible, as well as their title sponsor, Hendricks Regional Health. Well, you feel like you might need some Hendricks Regional Health attention as the Red Pride here tonight have been hit hard by the visiting Mooresville Pioneers. Pioneers have a 32-point lead here, leading 60-28. It has been a tough evening for the Red Pride as we enter the final 2 minutes of play. Nichols brings the ball up, gets the ball into Jensen. Kurkowski with the long ball, launches, and it is good. So Kurkowski adds 3 more points here tonight. Max Kurkowski with a great night. That's his 10th point of the evening. Pioneers can't afford to take their time here as they pass the ball around the perimeter. Almost lost the handle down perimeter right. Inside, wide open, and that shot was good. 62-31 as Nichols now brings the ball up. Nichols over to Kurkowski and back to Nichols. Kurkowski wide open 3, almost took it. Nichols with a wide open 3, took it and nailed it. Good shot from Nichols. Pioneers will go back to their perimeter spread as Kurkowski, and I believe that is Chris Kale, the sophomore, in tonight for the Red Pride. Jensen in the game along with Kurkowski and Nichols. And Maple round out the 5 for the Quakers. And Mooresville lost the handle underneath their own basket. 27.1 seconds left in this contest, as this might be Plainfield's final possession of the evening. Nichols and Kale will be bringing the ball up for the Quakers. Kurkowski feeds it to Maple. Nichols with the ball now, feeds it inside. Maple with the wide open 2. And 2 more points for Maple. 8.1 seconds left in this contest. 62-36 as the Pioneers will go into total hold mode. And that's the end of the game. So this contest comes to an end. The final score, the Mooresville Pioneers 62 and the Quakers of Plainfield 36. A tough one here tonight for the Red Pride. This broadcast of Plainfield Varsity Basketball brought to you by the Hendricks County Flyer, Jay's Tree Farm, Creekside Family Dentistry, and Plainfield Eye Care. We'd also like to thank our corporate video sponsor, our friends from the Hendricks County Flyer. Special thanks to the Flyer for making these broadcasts possible, as well as their title sponsor, Hendricks Regional Health. Well, from Red Pride Gym, I'm Jay Baker. Certainly hope that you'd enjoyed tonight's contest featuring the Quakers of Plainfield High School. On behalf of AudioSportsOnline.com, have a very pleasant evening. Good night, everybody.